So the issues related to poverty, it is landlessness, uh, unemployment, and size of families or the population, and as well as illiteracy, and it is illiteracy is the major factor, but don't say about the illiteracy. Don't say about the illiteracy. If a farmer, they are illiterate, but they are ill skilled, they have their the own land, they may cultivate. I think you have the idea. The farmers, more number of farmers still in the rural area, they are not educated, but they have the land, then they may earn the money. I think you also seen some people, they have set up their small shops, or maybe the carpenter, maybe the blacksmith. How they are doing their work? Those they have their own land. It is also the reason. Illiteracy is a major reason, but not only the reason. Yes, all cases. Then, if a person have the own land, then money also, but the health is not good. Obviously, the person cannot be develop him or herself along with the families. And the malnutrition is also the important reasons for what? For the poverty. Yes, and another one important reason, it is the child labor. Child labor is also related to the poverty. How? Because the child is a, yes, 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 yes. Child labor will be reason for poor health. Child labor is reason for illiteracy, and then obviously that child will be help feel the helplessness. No one will be ready to help at that time. So the child labor is also the related to what? Related to the poverty. And the helplessness, those they are poor, those they are the family size is big, everyone is not ready to help them. And due to this, what happened? Due to this, the poverty still continue in our country. And you have also the reason that the, yes, yes, that the you have the everyone people there among our society, they are the important reason for the poverty. Biggest challenge of independent India, what it is the poverty. It is the poverty. And Mahatma Gandhi always, why he has always stated that the India would be a truly independent, because if the people will be earn money to fulfill their basic needs, then the people can develop himself, and then the nation will be truly independent. The nation will be truly independent. Yes, it is the thing. Now, the next important one is about what? The poverty as seen by the social scientist. Poverty as seen by the social scientists. That poverty has the many facts. Already you have the idea. The social scientists, what they look at through a variety of the indicators. The indicators used related to what? Level of income and consumption. Level of income, yes. But now poverty is looked through other social indicators, and these indicators are illiteracy level, L- yes, lack of general assistance, the malnutritions, lack of access to health care. This time maximum people they are facing related to the health care. This is main condition in this time. If a people have the lack of health care, then it's the major reason for their suffering from the lot of disease. And all the hospitals they are not admitted the. Yes, and the people they can't admit it in every hospitals, and the condition of the Aryan, why you have raised the hand? You have already back. Lack of job opportunities, and this time again it started. Why? Due to the lockdown. And why it is? Because of the health condition, because of the disease, and the factories are not in a running conditions. And then what happened? The This is one reason that we are unable to get the safe drinking water. If the people have the less money, earning per capita money is less, then how the people can set up the proper drinking water? Is it possible? No, it is not possible. And in these days we need the safe drinking water along with the sanitation facilitation. You have the idea in this year which city announced for the first position for the cleanliness? Which city? Indore. Yes. Pyali. Yes, Pyali, down your hand. And the poverty, down your hand, Pyali. Analysis of poverty based on the social exclusion and the vulnerability is now becoming very common, and all we are seeing this in our society. Pyali, down your hand. If you have a question, you may ask. The social exclusions. According to this concept, the poverty must be. Yes, the term of the poor having to live only in a poor surrounding with the other poor people and enjoying social equality of better off people is better surroundings. And do you know these days the every people they need their the proper surrounding should be also proper, but it is not possible because of the per capita income is less or the unemployment. The poverty is the usual sense, and it is proposed through which individual or group are excluded from the facilities. In our surrounding, we are seeing that the poor people they are living, and especially in these days in Bihar, the people suffering from flood, and they have lost their the land, their property, their money, lot of things. Even their family members, some they have even they have lost their the cattle. It is also the reason for the poverty, and everyone needs the benefit or opportunities that how we can enjoy our life. But how it is possible if the government will not support the poor people? It's very essential that government should be support the people. The typical example is the working of the caste system in India, in which the people belonging to certain caste are excluded from the equal opportunity, and the social exclusions may lead to. How you have the example? It is example you may easily understand. Caste system. Among the caste system, which caste system they are especially damaging the society? The lower caste, the SC ST, which they are sufferer, and yes, and they are exploited also by the upper caste. So it is one of the reason. Vulnerability to poor is a measure which describes the greater poverty of the certain communities. And you have also understand with your example in your surrounding, those they people, they are physically handicapped. Have you seen a person physically handicapped? Or you have the seen, I think all you have seen widow or a physically handicapped persons becoming a remaining poor. Why they are poor? Because they not get the support from the society and the options available to different communities for the finding an alternative livings. All of you immediately mute yourself because lot of sound is coming. It disturbing the whole class. Vulnerability is determined by the options available to different communities for finding an alternative living in the terms of assets and education, health, job opportunities, all it is. But still, in our society, the physically handicapped people or the widow, they are the vulnerable. And the another one reasons, the natural disasters, maybe the earthquake, maybe the tsunami, or maybe the man-made disaster, and it is the terrorist attack. All it is, what it creates, it destruct the society. And then what happened, their social and economic ability to handle this risk, because it's the loss of the property and life. Jammu Kashmir people earlier, there the original people, they were very rich, but now those they are migrated from the Jammu Kashmir, they are not good condition. Why? Why it is? Because of the man-made disaster. But you have also the idea in the place Odisha or in the place Tamil Nadu, the people they were suffered with the tsunami. And in Bihar, why the people they are suffered? Because of the flood. So vulnerability describes the greater probability of being more adversely affected than the other people when the bad times comes for the everybody, maybe the rich or the lower status or the poor. So flood or an earthquake or the simply the fail in the availability of the job. But this time, in this present situation, you have to understand with the health health condition, COVID-19, it is the important reason for the poverty. Now you have to know about the poverty line. How we can find out that this is the poverty line at the center of the discussion? How we can understand, oh, this line is the poverty line? So usually what it means, a common method used to measure poverty is based on income. If the income, it will be more, if the income, it will be sufficient to fulfill the basic needs, yes, then the poor people will not as treated as a poor. So a person is considered poor if his or her income consumption level falls below a given minimum level necessary to fulfill their basic needs. So the question is, what do you understand by the poverty line? What do you understand by the poverty line? Already I have told the people, and the people, those they are unable to fulfill their basic needs by their income. And basic needs, what is the necessary to satisfy the basic needs? Basic needs, is it similar? Yes, but it is, we are saying that it is our basic needs, but this basic need is similar in the other countries, that the food or clothes or the house. Yes, yes. In America, there the four-wheeler, they think that it is the basic need. That the person do not have a car in the United States, then considered as a poor. And in our country, is it same? Yes, in our country, the car or four wheeler is treated as a luxury item. So we can't say that, but it is very important that the, yes, basic needs, it can be vary from place to place or the country to country, and each country use and the imaginary lines. It can't be said that this line it is the poverty line, but the in easiest definition that a person fulfill their the necessary needs or the basic needs, and the level can be developed. So it is important things for the poverty line. And the poverty line in India, a minimum level of the food requirement, clothing, then the footwear, fuel and light education, all it is medical requirement. So in our country, what is the poverty line? The another one question, and you can easily understand by this. You have to now write this question. Why do different countries use different poverty lines? And what do you think would be minimum necessary level in your locality?